What's up, everybody out there? This is Aaron here with another deck profile. Now you can see right here, Fabled. Have any of you ever heard of Fabled? Well, if you have, then you know what it is. If you don't, Fabled is like 95% just like Dark World. Of course, it is a discarded deck. Discarded, yes, except one difference. When you pay costs, effects don't go. With Dark World, well, with Fabled, if you pay a cost, their effects will still go. Reason for that? Just look up the rules on Yu-Gi-Oh! But to tell you the truth, of course, you pay a cost, Dark Worlds don't get their effect. You do pay a cost with Fabled, they do get their effects. Pretty crazy. Which is like, wow to me. How is this deck able to still get their effects even if you are paying a cost? Who knows, but that's what Fableds do. Fabled, fun deck to do. Their monsters are so low attack. The highest is barely 17, which is you see right here, Fabled Grimro. And I will show you the deck, how this deck works, and some combos you can do with this deck. Now this deck is just pure fun again. Like I always say, fun. Don't be competitive. I don't know if people still run this. If they do, okay. If they don't, well then they don't. But what sucks is that no support came for this deck. It came out, there's no support to it, which sucks, of course. Without further ado, here we go. A Fabled deck. 3. Fabled Grimro. If you control a face-up Fabled monster, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. Add one Fabled monster from your deck to your hand except Fabled Grimro. Now, this is the highest attack out of all Fableds. Just a 17 attacker for monsters. Pretty crazy that it's only 17 attack, it's the highest, but we'll get into it of why they work pretty well. So 3 Fabled Grimro. 3 Fabled Crus. When this card is discarded to the graveyard, select one level 4 or lower Fabled monster in your graveyard, except this card, and special summon it. So it's like as soon as this is discarded, it becomes a monster born to bring back one from your graveyard to the field. 2 Fabled Chawa, a tuner. During your main phase, you can discard one Fabled monster and special summon this card from your hand. Now again, you see right here, 200 attack, way low, and it's only a 1-star monster. So, a tuner. 3 Fabled Cerebral, another tuner. When this card is discarded to the graveyard, special summon it. 3 Fabled Ganesha. When this card is discarded to the graveyard, special summon it. If this card is special summoned this way, it gains 200 attack and is removed from play when it is removed from the field. So only when it's going to be special summoned, if it's destroyed, it's going to get banished. And it'll become an 18 attacker. If it's just a normal summon, okay, normal monster, if it gets destroyed, just like any other monster, goes to the graveyard. And it's only 16 when that happens. 2 Fabled Nozochi. During your main phase, you can discard one Fabled monster and special summon this card from your hand. When this card is special summoned this way, you can special summon one level 2 or lower Fabled monster from your hand. Now I'll show you in a bit how this works. Fabled Nozochi. 1 Fabled Kushano, another tuner. You can discard one Fabled monster to the graveyard except itself. Add this card from your graveyard to your hand. One Fabled Revan, tuner. Once per turn, you can discard any number of cards, and if you do, this card gains 1 level and 400 attack for each discarded card until the end phase. Now, this deck is light, a light deck, so why not put in Honest? I'm sure everyone knows Honest. Pretty much your savior for light decks. Of course, it does say fairy, but of course, no. It works for any deck of lights. As it says right here, during your main phase, you can return this card from the field to its owner's hand. During either player's damage step, when a face-up light monster you control battles, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard to have that monster gain attack equal to the attack of the opponent's monster it is battling until the end phase. So Honest. And last but not least, this is my this is my tech card I put in. It is not a Fable, but I think it works because it is a card where you discard and you're gonna send cards away to destroy selected cards, which is right here, Snipe Hunters. Reason for this, you can discard one card to select one card on the field and roll a 6-sided die. If the result is not a 1 or 6, destroy the selected card. Now, okay, Snipe Hunter, you're gonna keep on discarding and get the effect of rolling. Okay, that was a 6 if I were to target a card, but the selected card was not destroyed, but the one that you discarded would get special summoned because of anybody's effect. Now, it does not say one of course monster. It could be as many times as you want. So you can keep on doing it over and over and over again. So if you had pretty much these two and you wanted to destroy 2 cards on the field, okay, start with 1, discard, special summon, since it gets special summon when it's discarded. Use the effect of Snipe Hunter. 3, the selected card that you chose would get destroyed. They have another card you want to destroy? Okay, Snipe Hunter again. Discard, special summon. Snipe Hunter's effect again. Okay, fine. Destroy. But again, right here. You special summon these because these get discarded. So no Snipe Hunter can go. That's why I think Snipe Hunters work. So my new tech card in here, Snipe Hunters. This is a dark card, but compared to the whole entire deck, it is light. So no, Snipe Hunters. Now we'll go with magic cards. Of course, discarding decks, Dark World Dealings. Draw a card, then each player discards a card. So again, you're discarding. Of course, what came back? Card Destruction. Each player discards their entire hand, then draws the same number of cards they discarded. This is a cost play, but if you pay a cost, Fables still get their effect. Hand Destruction. Quick play. It can be played on your turn or your opponent's turn. Each player sends 2 cards from their hand to the graveyard and draws 2 cards. So sometimes when your opponent draws, you have this face down. They have 2 cards. Card Destruction them. Well, you must Hand Destruction them, my mistake. Hand Destruction. You must also have at least 2 cards or more. So you can send their 2 cards that they had in their hand, throw them to the graveyard, and they'll draw 2 cards. So hopefully the 2 cards that they had, hopefully they're cards that were not in the points of you getting hit, destroyed, or trouble for you. And they might be cards that your opponent needed, but you just stop them from them using those cards. And the one ofs, the one Raigeki, the one Dark Hole, the one Monster Reborn. Trap cards. 2. Call the Haunted. Now, okay, 2 Phoenix Wing Blast. Another cosplay. Discard 1 card to target 1 card your opponent controls. Return that card to the top of the deck. A cost also. Then again, Fables still work. 2 Camera Cuts. Another cosplay. Discard 1 card from your hand. Remove from play 1 face-up monster on your opponent's side of the field. If there is a card or cards in your opponent's graveyard with the same name as the removed monster, also remove from play that card or cards. So Camera Cut and Phoenix Wing Blast, they are cosplay trap cards. So, further ado, here we go. Just 1 Mirror Force, 1 Quaking Mirror Force, 1 Stormy Mirror Force, and since this is a light deck, here we go. Beckoning Lights. Discard all the cards in your hand to the graveyard, then add the same number of light monsters from your graveyard to your hand. So another helper to, if you need Honest and Honest is in your graveyard, get your Honest back. Fabled, whichever lights you need back. And that's the deck. 42 cards. Extra deck. A Fabled Unicorn. Light Monster. Level 4 Synchro Monster. While you and your opponent have the same number of cards in your hand, negate all spell, trap, and effect monsters. And effect monster effects activated by your opponent and destroy that spell, trap, monster. Okay. Not 1, but 2 of the Fabled Ku Dabi. I believe that's what it's named. A 22 attacker. You need a Fabled Tuner. This card gains the following effect based on the number of cards in your hand. If you have 0 cards in your hand, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. If you have 3 or more, destroy this card during the end phase. So, if you have that much, hopefully you have a way of not having that many more cards at the end phase, or else this card is going to get destroyed. Now my level 5 one, which is the Fabled, I do not have, but it's Fabled Ragin, my mistake, Ragin. It's level 5, I don't have that one yet, but I'll have to buy one soon. It's a level 5 Synchro Tuner of a Fabled. When that card is Synchro Summoned, you can draw up to as many as you have, up to 2 cards. So if you already have 2 cards, the effect won't go. You have 1 card in your hand, draw to make 2 cards in your hand. You have no cards, draw 2 cards. So until I get that one, I will get the 5th. I will get that Fabled Synchro Monster. Until then, we'll go with my 6s. 2 Vajiro Rockstar the Forbidden Abyss. Now, of course, a Burning Abyss Synchro Monster, but I only use the second effect, which is if this card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, draw 1 card. So it's a helper to draw cards when it's destroyed or sent to the graveyard. The 1 Black Rose Dragon to blow up the entire field. Fabled Valkyries. Once per turn, you can discard one fiend monster to draw a card. Now, okay. So, Fabled Valkyries, Fabled Leviathan. When this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can select up to 3 Fabled monsters in your graveyard, then add them to your hand. So, okay. And last but not least, since the new format came out, I'm only using one, which is yes, the Decode Talker, which you need to play for your Link, or just as normal, you can play up to at least one synchro monster and put it on the new spot of where you're gonna play rather links, or you're just gonna have that one synchro, exceed, or fusion. Now, okay, Fabled. I will show you what I mean. Let's say this was your hand. And you had Stormy Reinforce. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your 6 cards to start off with. Okay, so fine. Set Stormy Reinforce. Now here's how you play Nizochi. It says you must special summon. It says right here, of course. You can discard one Fabled monster and special summon this card from your hands. So when it's discarded, you special summon a level 2 or lower. Okay. So you would go this. Fabled Ganasha to special summon this to Nizochi. Since this was discarded, you special summon Ganasha. The effect of a level 2, Fabled Cerebro. 3 monsters right there. What you can do is, okay, you have 3 right here. But you could rather synchro to make a level 4, synchro to make a level 8, because 4, 2, 4, 3, my mistake, 7. Or another thing you can do is go Decode Talker. Send all these 3 away. Decode Talker. Now this was special summon, so it's gonna get banished. Your Fabled Ganasha. So you have Decode Talker. Or my mistake. Let me go back to this. So you haven't Decode Talkered yet, but you have Fabled. Throw away Gremro to the graveyard to search for anything. You still have Chawa in your hands. I would search for Krush. So Krush and Chawa are in your hand. Cerebral, Nizochi, Ganasha. You threw away Grimro to the graveyard. Your Stormy Mirror Forces face down. Synchro, Link for these 3. Ganasha, banished. Grimro, Nizochi, and Cerebral in your hand, in the graveyard. Decode Talker. Chawa's effect. You can discard one Fabled monster and special summon this. So, you throw away Krus, you throw away Chawa. Special summon Chawa. Now Krus. you're gonna special summon one level 4 lower. Special summon the Grimro. You have no cards in your hands. Now, only if I had the level 5 one right now, I would synchro to make it. And one of the arrows, you're gonna draw 2 cards because you have no cards in your hand. So pretty simple little plays you can do right there. So another trick. You summon out Raven. Storm Air Force. You summon out Raven. You have Honest in your hand. Ganasha in your hand. Kushano in your hand. Now here's the thing. Raven. So level 2. Discard Kushano, throw it to the graveyard. Now Raven is a 3-star tuner monster. So okay, you wanna go Ganasha. Throw a Ganasha. Special summon Ganasha. He is a level 4 now. Now you can make a level. You can go one more level. And you want to throw away Honest, because Honest maybe you just need to. You just made your Revan to a level 5. Synchro. Valkyries. Your next draw could be Crus. Now here's the trick about using Kushano and Valkyries. Okay, Valkyries says you must discard one fiend type monster. Okay, you have a fiend right here. Crus is a fiend. But Kushano says you can discard one Fabled monster to the graveyard. Add this from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. So, and let's say you had Cerebro in your graveyard as well. Well then, do this. Don't do Valkyries yet. Go Crus. Put Crus to the graveyard. Get Kushano to your hands. Crus special summons one, so you want to special summon Cerebro. Then use Valkyries. Send away a fiend. Throw away a fiend. Draw a card. Now, okay. You can attack, wait, or you can synchro. 8-2. Synchro for a level 10. Leviathan. And if you had those out, you draw Darkwold Dealings. Okay. Darkwold Dealings. And you drew of course, yeah, your Darkwold Dealings was a Kushana. Ganasha special summon. A Fabled Leviathan if you wanted. Or your draw was Karma Cut. You had ways of still, if you drew, let's just say, okay, you have Grimro in your hands. You have Chawa in your hands. So, okay, you had these in your hands. And your Karma Cut face down. Let's just say you had this. Deco Talker was made. So, you have Leviathan on Deco Talker with one of the arrows. Ganasha is on the field. So, Grimro, throw to the graveyard. Get Chris. Okay. Discard Chris. Discard Shawa. Special summon Shawa. Chris's effect. Get any level 4 or lower. Or another trick here. Do this, okay. Kashana to the graveyard. I mean, it's on the field. Trus and Shawa. Camera cut. Throw away Trus. So let's just say you wanted to bring out a Grimro. You just want a good attacker. Summon Shawa. Synchro for a level 4. So you could go your Unicorn. Or this one here, the Kudaba. I believe that's what Kudabi. That's what it says. So okay, yeah. Those are combos. Or also, okay, all your monsters were destroyed because of, rather they were Mirror Forced, Darkhold, Raigeki, who knows. Okay. Call the Haunted face turn. You're gonna call the Haunt back. Let's just say you want to bring out Valkyries. Now, it was done, so basically you don't have to bring it back to the spell, to the link format. Valkyries. You had Card Destruction, and you had Chris in your hand. Card Destruction. Activate. You throw away Chris. 2 special summon a level 4. Now here's one thing that's... Look at your Synchro monsters. They're level 4s. Bring a Synchro monster out. And then of course, yeah, you draw a... That's what you draw. So, okay, if you just had, okay, Fabled Cerebral. So this is how the deck works. Trus can bring out level 4, so your level 4 Synchro, Fabled Synchro monsters work. This is why I say using Kushano. You're throwing it to the graveyard. You have it to the graveyard. So when you have Valkyries out, maybe you want to just do the effect. It says throw away a Fabled. No, use Kushano first. Throw away. Special summon. Kushano to your hand. Effect of Valkyries. Throw away Kushano. Draw a card. Then you're going to want to attack, or main phase 2, Synchro. Leviathan. And hopefully your draw or your couple of turns, you're going to get Call or Monster Reborn back. Valkyries. Or of course, yes, Leviathan's destroyed, get anything that you want back. Your Valkyries, any of your Synchro monsters, anything you possibly need. Snipe Hunter's good. Do it as much as you want. Okay, Snipe Hunter. You want to throw away Chris? Special summon Cerebral. Roll the dice. That was 3. Pop the monster. So yes, Synchro then for level 6. Running Abyss. Destroy. Draw a card. It's just fun to do. I like it. A cost, but the effects still go. Dark Worlds, cost, they don't go. Just a fun thing to do. Hope you all enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. See you all later. Show you more deck profiles later. Peace.